Welcome to Silverstone Speed Machines. I spent 3 days recording some of the fastest and most exciting action ever seen for a vlog. So strap your seatbelt on and sit tight. This is the 3 days I had at the Silverstone Speed Machines event. Now that's action you don't want to miss. We finally arrived in Silverstone, and would you believe it, to mock our appearance, the weather wasn't up to snuff. Not to mention, we were kinda late. That being said, absolutely nothing dampened my spirits because I was absolutely looking forward to seeing what kind of vlog I could make for you guys at home. So I was determined to make a good show of it. Where you want to go right now is not here, it's here. Inside there. So, let's go and do it. As I walked into the building, a piece of technology caught my attention.
There we go.
That's right, folks. Project Cars 2 on VR.
I can select things. How do I select things? Oh, there we go. Come back here, you. That's not the brake. Look. Come on, go.
At first, I thought I was doing really good.
Whoa.
But then... You saw it here first, folks. I broke Project Cars VR. A classic AffroVlogs moment right there. Thankfully, the fantastic men were able to fix the machine, and despite the calamity, I finished the race in first place. Well folks, that was eventful. They've just told me that I got first place, which was nice, but I'm the only person they've seen so far that got first place on that game, Project Cars, so that was quite something. After that calamity, I decided to wander around.
What would I do to not be on a death trap like this? I kid. But this is fun. So, anyway though folks, as I said before, there's more stuff down here. Now I have to say folks, this event is a dream come true because, partly because one, I'm in Silverstone, always wanted to be here. Two, there's cars and racing. And, oh, there's a post over here, you just need to go around that. And three, well, look at all the merchandise.
And then, I found a Bugatti.
This is Bugatti Veyron, and let's just say this car is legendary because, if we come over here for a second, it's legendary because it had 1,000 horsepower, it could do 250 miles per hour plus, and it made that hypercar craze go up again. We had other cars supersend it, we had another Bugatti after it, but this will always be the special one to me.
After messing about, I decided to go outside, and thankfully the weather was up to snuff.
Well, we've been filming all day so far. I don't know how the other crews are doing. I hope they're doing well. But me and Alistair here are just vlogging about, seeing what we can do. Sadly, it's just hard to vlog anything when you're so restricted, but we're hoping for a break. And once we get that break, we can basically go out there, get some cars, which is what I want, and then we can go out there and have some fun. Oh my god, yes, it's been so good.
What's your favourite car?
From here? Yeah. Oh god, Mercedes, no, the Ferrari, of course.
Are you going to come watch me next week?
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately no. You know why? Because next week I'm going home.
Oh yeah, where's the Ferrari?
I don't know, but this car is beautiful. Sadly, it costs well over £300,000. So, if you've only got 50p, then no, you can't buy this car. But if you've got the money I've just told you beforehand, then go for it.
As I walked around this event, I thought to myself, I wonder where the rally cars are. Well, thankfully, I found them, and not only were they rally cars, they were old and timeless. As I was awing these amazing cars, suddenly, a very familiar car jumped out at me.
Okay folks, this is the car that was responsible for making Colin McRae a legend. This is the Subaru Impreza WRC2, released in 1995, and in that same year, McRae became the World Championship driver. He was the youngest person to do so from Scotland, age 27, and let's just say McRae's career after that was also as good as legendary. Not to mention, McRae inspires me because I love racing, and he inspired me, especially when it comes to rally racing. So I'm happy to see this car in front of me now, and let's just say this car is his legacy, and rightly so.
We ended up running out of time, so we had to leave. Not before meeting 2 more people who were really cool and fantastic to meet. Now that's the end of day 1, but don't you worry, because day 2, oh, things were about to change. The start of day 2. We caught word that the rally cars that were lining up on the grid were accessible to us. Yes, that's right, we got a first-hand look at the rally cars lining up to do their race. I was so excited, I decided I'm going to vlog this moment.
You can see lots of cars. Basically, these are all the cars lined up for the rallycross event. I think they're qualifying, not too sure, but it's so cool to be right here behind them getting ready to go. It's great. Essentially, this is the pit area of Silverstone for the event. It's a dream come true to see all these machines getting ready to go. And as you can see as well, if you turn around, we've got interviews with drivers over there, got all the pit crews here, got all the cars lined up. If you can camera pans for me. And best of all, we are in the driving seat.
And so, with that assignment out of the way, I wondered, was there anything that I possibly could have missed during my time on the first day? Now, I already covered a lot of ground, but boy oh boy, when I went back in to see what I missed a lot indeed. Eventually, I ended up at Jaguar to see what the commotion was all about. And then, I saw this. As you can see, there is a Jaguar F-Type going around, doing donuts and drifting around. This, to me, was absolutely phenomenal. I just had to give this a go. And I tell you what folks, I don't regret it one bit.
So guys, this is Andy. Andy, say hello quick.
Hello there, how you doing?
And basically we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff in this Jag. So would you like to know what 0 to 60 is like? Well, we're about to find out, so hit it! Whoa! Yes! What a rush! Whoa! Here we go! Oh, braking hard now! There's a drift around, here he goes! Whoa! Oh, we're drifting! Fantastic! Still going and relax.
How was that for you?
That was superb. Well done, sir. Yes. Woo. Guys, A+ from me. Thank you very much, sir.
No worries.
Wonderful.
After I finished doing Jaguar, I was then told that I had to be back at Silverstone ASAP. You see, my crew were looking for drivers to find an interview, and thankfully they found the jackpot. We got to meet and talk to Tanner Faust.
Okay, so one final question quick. Have you tried the VR stuff?
Which
Project Cars.
Which one?
Project Cars.
I haven't tried the
You should try it. Apparently I'm really good at it, and they
Yeah,
want to
you
give
are.
you... Yeah.
How you give me a run for the money?
I think so.
I'm sponsored by Forza, See,
Okay.
Xbox right there.
Yeah.
Now they make some pretty good products, you know.
Oh, boy.
No, I love where the simulator game's going. You know, it's pretty sick, really, where it goes. And I have tried some VR driving simulators, and it's a trip. Like, did it feel realistic?
Yeah, it really did feel quite
Yeah.
oversteered. It's like, oh no, can't do it. And then you start to get control, and you go,
When you drive a rallycross car in the game, I mean, these cars are, like I said, freaks, and there isn't a passenger seat, so you want to share them with people. But sometimes through games, as they're getting so good, it's the best way to share.
Honestly folks, I didn't know how day 2 could get any better than this. I got to meet Tanner Faust, I got to be driven in a Jaguar F-Type, I got to see rally cars driving off from the start line, and I got exclusive access to some of the areas of Silverstone. Day 2 was a rousing success.
hey folks, welcome back. This is day 3 of the Silverstone Speed Festival, basically, and well, let's just say the weather, as you can see, is superb again. But we've got a lot more track action going on here, and I've got a date with Volkswagen, perhaps Renault, and maybe a drifter. So we'll see how that works out. But for now, let's enjoy more of the event. And as you can see now, we're going trackside.
With how successful day 2 went, we knew day 3 had to be the absolute best it could be. For someone like me, I had to make sure all the footage was as good as it could be, and let me tell you, I put myself in the front lines making sure the footage was as good as can be, and boy were the results worth it. Sadly, before I could get more footage, I had to leave my post because Volkswagen summoned me. I was getting a chance to get into the Golf R. As I got into the Golf R, I felt a little bit nervous.
Well folks, you might be wondering why I'm wearing this weird crash helmet and this mask. Well, it's because now, as you can see, I'm in a Volkswagen Golf R. But I'm not driving, it's some other guy, so I'm prepared, I've got my seat on, I'm safe, all be good. Wish me luck, I don't swim like a girl or something.
Once the Stig, I mean the racing driver, climbed into the car, I was full of excitement.
Is this like the... No? No. Well, let's see what the speed is like. He's doing a slalom now. Is this like the warmer part, yeah?
Sorry?
This is the warmer part, isn't it?
This is just a transfer. We start where the pickup is.
Oh yes, I see it. It feels nice and nimble though. It sticks to the ground like glue. Here we go, folks! Oh, this car's quick. This grips so well. Look at that. Oh, I'm really impressed so far. We're doing 100 miles per hour right now, folks. Oh, G-forces are real. Yeah! Look at that. Oh, it's getting tyres. Here we go. Left to right hander now. I recognise this corner. From Gran Turismo 5.
Oh, the collie is coming from this side.
Oh yeah, there's another car over there. It's going really fast though. Look at him go. Damn, son. We're doing about 100 miles per hour. Big on the brakes. Here comes the right hander. Right, foot down now. God, look at the speed. Right, heavy on the brakes in a moment. Here we go. This car just... You did that in a normal car, you'd be scared him, but... If we're doing all my face, it's kind of getting chewed off. This car generates tremendous G-forces. There you go. Hello? And you click through this, click through this. Oh, easy. Easy peasy. So what's your name, by the way, sorry?
So that's it. That was 2 laps.
That was 2 laps of Silverstone. What a fantastic experience, folks. Fantastic driver, fantastic car. And I guess the best thing to say is, see you outside the car.
After the drive was done, I was then told to do an interview for Volkswagen.
Today was superb, lots of fun things to do, lots of interviews. In fact, I actually interviewed Tanner Faust, so just getting footage of the crews doing their work and and just some stuff on the shop out there. So everything I've done so far has been fulfilled, really.
Brilliant. It's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
By the time the golf driving was done, most of the racing events were already done. Thankfully, the drivers had to celebrate their achievements, or in some cases, their winnings.
Steve for the third place is Steve Rivers, Surffish CEO. The More Barbers. Anybody had a trim yet? I know the wingman guys have had trims. There we go.
As we watched the drivers celebrate, we then caught word that a drifting event was due to happen soon. As I rushed over, I then met one of the racing drivers.
I'm Tessa Buttock. I'm going out on the Silverstone track this afternoon to do a quick demo after the rallycross today.
Sweet, good luck!
Thank you very much.
This is Tessa Whittock. Tessa is well known for her drifting abilities in racing. Thankfully, here at Silverstone, she was allowed to show off her abilities with her teammates. What's more, not only would I be trying to record her on the outside, Tessa kindly let me put my GoPro in her vehicle so that you folks at home can watch her doing her stuff in style. I was quietly hoping that the footage captured would be immense and epic. And so, after that, the drifting began. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tessa Whittock. A fantastic lady and a great driver. What more could you want? Well folks, it's been a long 3 days. I got to see racing cars, rally cars, I got to meet cool people, I got to be scared out of my wit, I got to vlog some of the most incredible racing cars and action ever seen for a vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I tell you what, the 3 days that I spent at Silverstone, I would do absolutely anything to get them back. Although, on that note, I have to say, it's been one of the greatest things I ever got to do in my life, ever.